More than 30 hours after police say he opened fire at a busy restaurant, killing 4 people and hurting 4 others, Travis Reinking is in jail tonight on a $2 million bond.
The Waffle House shooting suspect was taken into custody just after 1 this afternoon, and he appeared just moments ago before a Metro judge.
Good evening, everyone. It certainly was a night of terror that left the Antioch community shaken until Reinking's capture.
More than 160 officers were out searching for the accused killer. We have team coverage of Reinking's capture tonight. Let's start with News Channel 5's Sarah McCarthy, who has more on exactly what went down. Sarah.
Yeah, we watched from start to finish as this massive manhunt unfolded. And as you said early this morning, more than 160 officers were doing everything they could to bring this suspect into custody. But it ultimately all ended with just one officer who saw Reinking in a wooded area and took him down.
As he was walking forward, the suspect turned around, and Detective Williams saw his face and realized that that is the suspect we were looking for. At that point, Detective Williams drew down on the suspect. The suspect proned out. He told him to get on the ground. He got on the ground immediately, proned himself out. Other detectives came and assisted, put him into custody, and put him in cuffs.
When that takedown happened, Reinking had a backpack with him, and inside that backpack, police found a semi-automatic handgun along with ammunition. That fact is likely what will stick with residents here tonight. Many people in Antioch have felt unsafe in their own homes over the last 2 days. I spoke with one woman who said she refused to leave her home after dark. When she first heard about this arrest, she broke down in tears, but then immediately said she was grateful.
Now I feel most safe. I'm able to open up my blinds now. I don't have to close them up so early. I feel free knowing that he's been captured. You see what I'm saying? I feel like safe.
Now, those emotions have been very tough to process here today. On one hand, it's impossible to look at this Waffle House and not remember what was lost. But on the other hand, so many are so relieved by this arrest. Reporting in Antioch, Sarah McCarthy, News Channel 5.
Thank you, Sarah. And crews searched on the ground and from the sky for Reinking since he took off from the Waffle House shooting scene around 3:30 Sunday morning. News Channel 5's Chris Conti continues our coverage. Chris, that capture came thanks to those nearby keeping their eyes open.
Well, Vicki, from the moment Travis Reinking allegedly carried out this cowardly act, authorities asked this community to be vigilant. They were on edge, and rightfully so, but still, it was a tip from a construction worker today that brought this day-long manhunt to a close.
It's just horrific.
Fear was everywhere in Antioch today. Around every corner you turned, in every field they searched, fear was everywhere.
It's scary. It makes you think you're in a different country, a different world.
From her front yard, Olivia Tomlin was front and center as the search for Travis Reinking surpassed its 30th hour. But after Reinking allegedly took 4 lives on Sunday at a Waffle House, no one here was taking any chances.
With his mindset, you don't know what he's capable of. Because like I said, he's already killed 4. He'll kill again.
By noon, there were no credible sightings, no credible leads, no sight of the 29-year-old. Until Lydia French noticed something in the woods near her construction site.
He come across the mud. He walked across it and down in the holler, and he went in between the woods and behind the school.
Law enforcement descended on the area, and so did we.
They saw him run behind some of these bigger trucks up here.
By 1:07 p.m., the fear which had gripped this place for 34 hours was gone. They got him.
This 30 hours long manhunt is now over.
A massive manhunt finally over, and now this community can finally grieve free of fear.
Morning, I kept thinking that could have been us. That could have been any one of the guys from my company out here working, any of my subs. It could have been anybody.
So many people out here sharing that same sentiment. It could have been us. What we do not know from authorities this evening is how Travis Reinking spent last night. Their best guess is that he was out in the woods because he was wet and disheveled when they found him. But tonight we do know that Travis Reinking is in custody. We are live in Antioch. Chris Conti, News Channel 5.
Thanks, Chris. And we have video of the moments right after Reinking was captured. It was taken by a woman whose house is right next to the woods where he was found. News Channel 5's Kyle Horan joins us now. And Kyle, this is an area that had been searched before.
Yeah, this is a subdivision called Old Hickory Commons, and it's a neighborhood that is just across some woods from where Reinking's apartment is. And overnight, people here were likely sleeping with one eye open because they didn't know where Reinking was. They knew the search was happening. Today, I talked with Michelle Valdez, and she said when she saw police cars and heard them coming up her street, she knew something was happening.
It took a few minutes, then I heard some commotion, and then I saw one police officer run back out to their car, and then a couple of seconds behind her, they were bringing him out in handcuffs, and he looked pretty beat up and worn out.
And take a look at this video. This is an area that has been searched by police before. It's at the end of Sprucedale Drive, and this is the video that Valdez shot. You can see police first enter the woods. They're clearly after someone. Then Valdez said it took just 4 minutes for them to return with Reinking in custody. Then they put him in the car and took him away. Valdez said the whole thing has just been nerve-wracking for her and her family.
And I couldn't even walk my dog today because we didn't know where he was, you know. I tried to walk him and I couldn't even step off the front porch because I was just scared. Where could he be?
Yeah, and one of the important things here is that police had no idea where Reinking was. They had searched the woods. There were 160 officers out there today. They were searching the woods in a large area around where this shooting happened. He could have stayed in the woods near Valdez's house the whole night, or possibly he could have been walking around. What we do know is afterwards, after he had been arrested and taken away, more officers went into the woods there, and they were continuing their search, likely looking for more evidence to improve their case. For now, reporting live in the 5 Alert Center, Kyle Horan, News Channel 5.